Okay, good day everyone. Let's all tackle all about the learning strategies and assessment techniques as applied in arts teaching. So, uh, Learning strategies that can be applied in arts, in teaching of arts. The first thing is direct instrument. During instruction, the teacher clearly identifies the expectation for the learning. She presents the lesson using the significant techniques and devices to make learners recall events using real life example, pictures, books, diagram, and other materials. So that is direct. You are saying directly. So this is also termed as a scripted lesson. Next is learning outcomes are tasks to be performed on specific objectives. So next is guided practice. Teacher guides or monitor learners on how to do a skill to come up with expected concept. So guided practice, you are just guiding, since we say that teachers right now for the new generation or new style of teaching is teachers should be facilitator, and they should be guiding the student and let the students do the activity. So there is what we call the scaffolding, and we can use that. So teaching can assess student output while monitoring. So that's what we say. So when we see that the students can't, or they are doing well, that is good. But however, when the students are something performing poor, and that's what we will be using, what we called scaffolding. So this technique could be used during direct instruction and project based learning. Okay, next is interactive strategy. Interactive strategy is collaborative effort result to student self-realization for they do their own learning responsibility. Learner makes and express their own judgment and values and evaluate their performance technically and aesthetically. So interactive strategy is actually you are helping the students as well. Interactive or collaborative, you are helping them or they are helping each other. This is not, it is an activity not just for individual, but you are doing in a group to learn. Okay, next is thematic in or integrative instruction. So teachers connect and integrate the theme to the other subjects. So well, if we say integrative or integrate, this example for this is when we are uh, having a mathematics. You are using English languages for a problem solving or situational problem solving, which is uh, you stated that uh, Anna and her mother went to the market to buy vegetable. They buy 10 kilos of egg, 10 kilos of meat, or 5 kilos of beans, and something like so, when you use this, you are integrating the English into the math subject. So, that is thematic or integrative. Next is technology strategy. The computer assisted instruction are designed for the specific subject areas. There are software designed to help and assist learners practice the different elements of subject areas. Technology enhances learning using computer and ICT gadgets. So, using gadgets, your computer, your laptop in teaching. So, instead of using Manila paper and write along on the blackboard, you can use projector or an PowerPoint presentation to teach students. And just like what I'm doing right now, and if I we can upload the videos on YouTube and we can teach like this on online, and that is technology strategy. So since it is a pandemic right now, this is much used. So let's get used with technology. Okay, next is assessment technique that can be applied to arts in the to the teaching of arts. Still, performance based assessment. So assessment allows learners to demonstrate their own ability in performing tasks. Rubrics and checklists must be used. So here, performance assessment is we are assessing uh, performances of students. But how can we assess? So there are some in assessment we have this what you call this SMART, and to be measurable, let's use rubrics and checklist. Okay. Next is project presentations strategy. Learners' output is assessed on how they accomplish tasks using a variety of sources and may be delivered orally or written using multimedia technologies and followed by performance critiquing. Also uses rubrics and checklists. So it is project and presentation strategy is actually almost the same as the performance assessment. Okay, next is self-assessment. Learners reflect on their own progress towards the achievement or output used for improving learning. Could use rubrics and checklists. So, as a teacher, what we can do here is we could make a checklist and give to the student, and they may have assess themselves. Or sometimes we could talk to the students and ask them, what did you do wrong? What did you find really difficult on this test or on this activity? And in that case, they will be assessing themselves, of course. Next is journal writing. So, journal is a record learner's thoughts, experience, and observation on a specific lesson. It improves the learner's writing and communication skills. Journal writing is you are like you're allowing the student to self-assess. Let's get back to the self-assessment. However, it is you are using the journal writing, and for me this would be much beneficial with the rather than the self-assessment. However, we can use both are beneficials, of course. I mean, this is it has a lot of benefits. However, we can use self-assessment quicker rather than journal. However, as I say, there are a lot more benefits from the journal writing. So stated here is that we can improve the learners' communication skills and learning skills. They can also improve their thinking and observation. Okay, next is assessment technique that can be applied to arts of teaching still. So portfolio provides an example of a student's work, can indicate progress and accomplishments and special challenges. So by using portfolio, you can assess the students work from the start until to the end of the lesson, or the end of semester. So uh, portfolio can assess for each, since you are putting there the test, the quizzes, and the other performances of the student. Aside from that, you can also use as evidences for you as a teacher. So whenever parents has a complaint and for their kids, for example, the kids has a poor performance, probably you can use that portfolio showing it. So next is exhibit or gallery. So student artworks output are showed in a wider range of audience. The best thing here in exhibit and gallery is that aside from you are assessing, and you are using as a technique, uh, it is something like, uh, should we say, appreciation to the students, since you are as a as you, the students, I mean as the teacher of your students, you should be proud of their output. So when you put that into exhibit, that's really good that their parents and the other students would see how great their work is. So for the kids, for the students, younger students, it is really beneficial for them to see their improvement, or to see that somebody is appreciating their work. Okay, and that's the end of our discussion for today.